We're gonna have a bit of fun today. Haven't done this one in a while. It's one of my favourites. So this is a bent over row with a barbell. This is a classic. I actually love these. I haven't done them in a long while though. There's a little bit of a tweak to this one. It has a different name when you kind of come completely parallel to the ground. So you do it from the ground up, which I tend to do. But you know, for our sakes, we'll just call it a bent over row. The difference being a bent over row is actually like slightly more angled like this rather than completely parallel to the ground. So they're a little bit different. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up and start on something a little bit lighter as usual. So going for back today. Today is back day. Let's do it. So look forward, knees a little bit bent. I like to do it from the ground, so do it from about here. And then squeeze. Easy 10. So I'm going to up it a little bit more for the next one. You should be able to feel it here, your lats. So this is going to be 90, just going up a little bit more. Same deal as before. I like to treat it almost as if it's a deadlift, where I put the bar to my shins, get wrapped up, shoulder width apart. Keep my elbows down when I lift this, so I keep them tucked. So let's go. As it gets harder, the bit that I find the hardest is that peak, that squeeze at the top. I find that range of motion cut short just a little bit, whereas on the lighter weights I can kind of get that squeeze at the top. As it gets heavier, for me there's a bit of a trade-off. Gotta train that peak squeeze. Anyway, that's set 2 for 90. Okay, put another couple of 10s on, so as it's like 110, so 25s, 2 of them 50, 4 10s, that makes it 90, and then the bar weighs 20. So that'll be the weight. That'll be 110. Yeah, I used to do this for 120, so this is going to be more explosive movement. Again, I'll just repeat, just for anyone who might have missed it. So I'm going to do more of an explosive movement, so less of the kind of slow and squeeze at the top. Probably going to lose that squeeze at the top. I'm going to try just to shift the weight, because it is heavier at this point. And for me, that's not something that I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to be able to do that slow squeeze. And then what I might do is come back down to that once I've done more explosive movement. Okay, wrapped up, let's go. So I still got that peak there, but it's not like I could hold it and squeeze it. Anyway, that felt good. felt good. What's our next one? Okie dokie. So this one's again going to be a little bit more explosive. I'm going to come back down, get that squeeze again, get that more of a bodybuilder technique rather than what I'm doing at the moment. So let's wrap in. And do those fast motions again. Let's go. I'm kind of pulling back a little bit there as well. So my aim, when I go slow, I really like to keep it parallel, which again is a slightly different movement, but as is a little bit heavier. Notice myself coming up a little bit, just to get that movement. Which again, lowering the weight, I could be a little bit more strict. So I think for this last one, I'm going to come back down again and try and rep it out, and then go more for that pump rather than the weight. So wrap up again. For the next one, I've lowered it, so I've taken 2 10s off. We've just got a 25 and a 10 each side, nice and light. And I kind of want to feel that whole motion all the way. I feel that for me there's a bit of a weakness at that peak movement. So when I put it all the way up, I love to crush that. And I feel like the only way of really getting that is with a lighter weight and really squeezing it. Let's go. Second to last one, I didn't like too much. Last one was alright. But yeah, it's right about here. I'm feeling the weakness from about there to there. Need to get that squeeze in. That little squeeze there. I feel like for anyone else that kind of has that, you could almost train just that motion from there to there. If you grab something and then just move from about here to here. You're not really moving very far, but I feel like you really target that particular range. It would help. Do something similar with deficit deadlifts. So I used to have more of a trouble lifting off. So I do the deficit deadlift, putting the plate underneath to come down lower, to almost make that a little bit harder, deeper stretch, and then that kind of helped. After I did that, I went up by quite a bit. I think I must have gone up by like 80 kilograms on the deadlift, which was a lot for me at the time. On top of what I was doing before, so yeah, it seemed to work. So let's go, 90 again. And my job is to get that squeeze at the top. This is the last one. I thought the last one was the last one, but it wasn't. This is the last one. Trying to trick myself out of the set there. Naughty. Right, let's go. I'm gonna wrap up again. I don't want my wrists to come into the equation or my strength in my fingers. I just want to focus on my back. Don't want those weaker muscles preventing my back growth. Okay, let's go. Easy 10. That felt good. I probably could have got a bit more, but it's going okay. So we're trying to hit this at the moment, more than anything. On to that next one. Okie dokie. So this one, again, I normally do the supported ones. I've been doing those for a while. To be fair, that's more of a recent thing. I used to do them unsupported. I used to do it with a belt around and a weight on. So I'm going to try and work my way without the support today. Just I feel like with the support you get a better pump because you're taking some of the weight off, so you can do more reps. But this way is heavier, so it's more of I feel like it's more of a strength builder. If you can do it without the support, it's going to build your strength a little bit more. It's a heavier weight, of course. It's your body weight. Let's hope I can still do it, yeah? I'm going to wrap up again. It's because I like wrapping up. I'm going to keep to shoulder width. It looks quite narrow on here, but as you can see, that's maybe even a little bit wider than shoulder. This corner here is kind of shoulder width, so I can come straight down. I've got a little bit of a tweak on my shoulder at the moment, so I feel like coming straight up is less problematic for me. You might have a difference if you have a similar pain, but for me it's better just coming straight up. I feel like that last one lost a little bit of range there. I'm not going to kick myself though. We've just done some barbell rows. So these are kind of already a little bit fatigued now. So hopefully we can hit them a little bit more with this. Alright, that's our next one. There we go. We're on, we're up. Time for pull-ups, round 2. Find these a little bit annoying with my legs. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but my legs, I have to really be very controlled with the movement to stop my legs from swinging too much. That really puts me off the movement. That's almost one reason why I would still use an assisted even when I don't want assistance. Just set it on 0 to keep my legs from swinging. Right. Let's come back down again. Stretch. Try and come up. And hit 7. I think there was a few more in there, but there were not quality reps. I probably could have got some quality reps out of it, but I didn't feel like they were going to be quality, so I stopped there. I feel like, not always, sometimes I like those cheat reps, so I kind of switch. Sometimes I have the cheat reps, and I don't really care. I do partials just to get them out, hit a little bit extra volume. Other times, I prefer to save my energy for maybe the next one, where instead of getting some cheap ones out, I can get at full range. I switch up all the time. Let me know what you think. Let me know if one's better than the other for you. Be interested to hear it. Okay, next one. So these are kind of lower in volume. So technically we're going higher in weight than with the assisted, because the assisted is negative weight, so it's taking the stress off of me. So by not doing assisted, we're going to hit less reps. Going for less reps, but technically lifting heavier weight, because lifting my body weight now. And I'm on a bulk at the moment, so yeah, heavy. Right, try and roll those shoulders back. Let's go. Get that stretch in the bottom as well if you can. Only 6. Look at that, we're coming down now. Getting worn down. One more on this. I'm going to strap myself into this again. If anyone hasn't got wraps that are thinking about it, I would say they're pretty cheap investment. And they're pretty good, they're pretty worth it. Give them a go, see what you think. If grip is your problem, wraps are great. If you need recommendations on like wraps, like just ping me or something. Alright, I can maybe do a video on it or something. I feel like you want, I see it's kind of like nylon-y like type ones. I like the kind of real dense, I'm assuming this is like cotton, some sort of fabric here. Feels good, the grip is better on it, I would say. Alright, let's come down for this next one. Let's go. Five. And exhaustion after that. On to the next one now. Okay. Let's do it. So I'm going to pull my shoulder blades together back. I like to pull my shoulders down in general. It's going to unset when I put this across, but I like to try and pin them back and keep them there. I don't know why. Just with a lot of exercises, if you roll your shoulders back, I feel it kind of helps. And I'm going to wrap up for it. Now remember to adjust the seat to keep your chest roughly in the centre, that back straight. So we're going to stretch forward, come up, squeeze at the top. 11. Oh, getting that pump in the back now. 11 for that one. That felt good. I was like low and slow. Just felt kind of nice. Okay, on to the second set. Okie dokie, same again. You got 2 grips on this as well. I'm kind of hitting. I'm gonna say the grip which is gonna be targeting my lats a little bit more. There's one that may hit the upper back, and like if I grab it from out here, there's a grip here. If I grab it from out there, that's gonna be hitting a little bit more of those rear delts as well. Upper part. This bit kind of hits that, the lats, a little bit more, I find. I don't know if everyone will be the same, but you let me know in the comments. Right, let's go. Keeping those elbows tucked in particular. Feel it all around there, that sort of area. Tuck in lower part of the lat. Let's try this. Okay, wrap up here. Let's go. A little extra squeeze. All right. I think we've got a few more to go. Here's my ISO set at the moment. You're not going to be interested in this, but I am 6,400. If there's any camera people in here that can tell me if that'll be blown out. All right. Next one. Getting a nice pump out of this. I don't feel this is heavy. I feel like I could go a lot harder on this one. We'll keep it as this for now. Let's go. Leave that at 8. It's good. I could probably go a little bit heavier, to be fair. I might do that anyway. Just hit it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. Get back to his comments in a sec. We're going to be hitting, what is it, 140? Something like that? Let's do it. We'll be doing those physique updates at the end as well. So stay tuned for that. It's wrapping. This might be short-lived, this one. The fatigue is setting in. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's easy. Yoki. Let's hit it. Anything I will say about this one I don't like is it kind of like pulls you to one side, so it kind of like yanks your back. When I do them both, it's quite symmetrical. So you can kind of like pull your back to one side, which is a bit not the best. Let's hit that secondary. The stretch on these, I kind of think, is the most important part, which makes them different. Alright, I might go heavier on this actually. I felt like that was alright. On to our next one. So I've upped this one a little bit. So this is going to be 66 kg on one arm. We'll see how that goes. To be fair, I normally do this on two. It doesn't feel that heavy though. Right, that stretch. This exercise, this bit here, this stretch, it's probably like my most favourite thing about the exercise. I get the best lat stretch. Alright, let's come down. That was like 10 with a little bit of cheating on those last ones. But I'm okay with that partials. See what the stretch, if you're having problems feeling your lats when you're doing like back exercises, this is one of those exercises you should definitely try, because I feel like you really connect with it a lot easier than the other ones. So there's a few like this as well, particularly the single arm ones. Don't ask me why. Just one of those things. I find a lot of people find it easier with one arm on back to connect with the lats, and also these deep stretch ones kind of feel it a bit easier. Let's try this. I'll do 8 or 10. I lost count. Right. I'll do a bit more on this. I might have to actually. This is good. Yeah, this is a good one. Definitely give it a go. Okay, let's go. Right way. So 79 kg. I think 6 is pretty good, considering I normally do that on 2 arms. Yeah. Switch over these sides. Rack back up. So on the other arm, let's do it. That's different. Yeah, I thought I'd rate that. I'll definitely rate that one. That was a good one. I'm actually thinking there is another exercise we could do. Let me have a little think. So I either want to hit that center or lower back. Lower back is something that gets neglected quite a lot as well. Let's see. So, hyperextensions. I really like this one. This is a favorite. There's nothing that quite hits the lower back like this exercise. And there's also a fantastic variation of this if you want to hit your glutes as well. So for those that want to build up, it's really like impossible to hit. Not impossible, but it's harder to hit with many exercises. But that top part of your glutes here, not so much this variation, but there's one where you grab hold of a bench and you lift and raise your legs rather than your front part of your body as well. So you lift the back of a bench up, and I usually put a weight in between my feet. So it's a reverse hyperextension. And that one really gets your glutes as well as your lower back, but like deep, like much lower down your back. It's hard to describe. If you compare this one to how that feels, this one's lower back but slightly higher up, and then the reverse hyperextension is like your glutes and like much lower down your back. Right, let's give this a go. I've been talking for too long. Grab hold of this. Let's go. That's an easy 10. Alright, let's hit those 20 kg again. Let's get this little plate up. Try and hold it in the most comfortable way that we can. Right, let's go. You should kind of feel it in your hamstrings too. Feel that blood at either side of your spine, down here. You feel it here, hamstrings, feel a bit in your glutes. I think you can target your glutes a little bit more with this exercise. I've seen people kind of, I'm not really big on this, but putting their knees outwards slightly, almost like a diamond shape. So that next one. Right, I think this one for the lower back, I'll leave it at 3. So I think this one will be last one. It's the lower. Let me just get this up. There we go. Let's go. Well, I normally hit that one for the first exercise. Get a bit more, but I think that's pretty good. It's near the end of this one now, so yeah, that feels good. That feels good, okay. I might do one more to failure. Not this exercise. This one's done. Let's try that. Might be a little bit too close to this, so this one, I'm going to put these elbows out. I kind of want that rear delt. So let me try and keep my back straight. Not lifting very heavy here. Different variation of the lift. I can probably go a lot heavier than this, to be fair. But just to keep the blood in there. I've had a little bit of a injury recently on that, so I don't really want to push it too much. You feel it in the shoulder. Instead of hitting those reverse rear delt flies. Try that instead. Just get them fired up a little bit. Not much. Doesn't have the same effect, but okie dokie, same again. No real difference in this. This is just using dumbbells instead of the bar. Again, not very heavy weight. Felt good. The difference between this and a bent over row for me that I was doing earlier, the bent over row that I was doing earlier, is that his elbows tuck in here, whereas this, elbows are coming out here, which just changes the emphasis really. For me, tucking it in, coming under, just hitting that lat more. This up here really engages the rear delt a lot. I feel that's an underrated version of it, to be fair. Just keeping your, like, you can't go as heavy, or at least I can't, doing that way. But I feel a lot of people are underdeveloped in this part, the back of the shoulder. You see a lot of people, it kind of drops off where the real delt is. So it's one of those rare exercises that I think people could do more of. All right, on to the next one. Let's make those rear delts pop a little bit more. Forward again. Doing this slowly, whole different world from doing it fast. Squeeze at the top. It's right when it gets to there. You see that squeeze? That's the MVP right there. That hole coming up. Didn't really do anything, but when I got to there and I just squeezed that last bit, that was the bit. Right. I think that's back day. On to that physique update, right?